Oh yeah, welcome back to the Wade and Saxby Show. Thank you for joining us for episode 4 today.
Oh yeah.
Today's gonna be a good one. It is currently 2 in the morning. I honestly don't even know what day it is. We're going hard. Sunday. It's Sunday.
Sunday, the
calendar up.
9th of January.
This time we actually do a video. Last time we said we had video. I got a notification popped up on my phone, and
the video stopped.
within 30 seconds the video stopped. But today we
Unfortunate.
got it. Hopefully we'll have it up.
My phone this time we're going and putting it on airplane mode.
Yeah.
So hopefully no notifications.
So, for the listeners out there, we know you guys love us to death.
Oh yeah.
We've got a few fan pages already made.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. We're currently wearing Hawaiian shirts, if you guys want a picture.
We call them beach shirts.
So, Zaxby, we're going to have the viewers close their eyes, not plug
Right.
their ears because they're listening, and I want you to get them in the mood for this episode.
I want you guys to pretend like you were walking down the beach on a brisk morning with the wind gently going through your hair, the sun radiating onto your skin, not too hot. The sand on your feet is just warm enough that it's comfortable, but not too hot that it's blistering, and you're laughing because a dog just took the ball that you threw. It's going to be a great day.
And then out of nowhere, you look to your right, and there is a 300-foot wave tsunami about to crash into you.
He's
I'm-
kidding.
That
He's
was
kidding. That's
that
not
actually
part
got
of it.
me in the mood. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah.
But
I'm a
today,
storyteller.
that was actually good. Today, we have our first guest of the
Our
episode.
first guest, his name is Gunnar.
Gunnar Jones.
Yeah.
Little something about Gunnar.
Join
He has
us.
been my lifelong friend since we were 3, right?
Something like that.
He's visiting up from his school. Gunnar, we'll just start out. I think the viewers know us pretty well. So tell us a tad bit about yourself.
Like they said, my name's Gunnar Jones. I go to the University of Southern Indiana in the good old town of Evansville, and majoring in business, and I'm excited to be here.
It's awesome.
One thing you know about Gunnar is he's an avid fan of the Wade and Saxby Show.
He is. He's one of our biggest feedback providers.
We love it, and we love feedback, like we always say.
Yeah, always hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what you
Shameless
think.
plug, really.
Yeah.
But today, let's get into it. First topic we have written down, animals.
Animals.
Love animals.
What's your first impression of an animal?
Well, it depends on what kind of animal.
Dog.
Love them.
Cat.
Hate them.
Snake.
Hate them.
Giraffe.
They're quiet.
They're weird.
They don't talk. They don't make noises, actually.
Have you guys ever seen a giraffe in person?
I have.
I have. I've fed a giraffe before.
No way.
At the zoo.
So we,
Oh, yeah.
have you fed a giraffe?
I remember I was going to, but my mom didn't want to pay.
Oh.
Same. I was literally at a zoo earlier this summer, and we were gonna feed giraffes, but we didn't want to pay.
It's so expensive, and for what?
To see their purple tongue. Did you guys know giraffes have purple tongues?
They're so long.
Yeah,
It goes
they-
out to like here for the viewers that are watching.
And he did about 8 inches, which is quite a lot.
8 to 14.
On average.
That's a lot. That's a big
That's a
average.
big tongue.
But yeah, how are giraffes real but unicorns aren't?
Great question. I don't know. Think about it. Giraffes have the sticks coming out of their head.
Yes. They're like
So does the
30
unicorn.
feet tall, and they're spotted like a leopard, and they walk around like a horse.
How do they not fall over?
Long
How
legs.
does the baby giraffe not die when it falls out of the mom
Gunnar,
of
have
the giraffe's
you seen-
utero?
Have you guys seen a video of a
Baby.
giraffe being born?
I think I might.
saw
They
it
just
live
fall out.
in person.
Are you serious?
Not kidding, at the zoo.
They literally just jump out.
And why didn't it die when it hit the ground? When it fell out of utero.
Have you guys seen giraffes fight?
Intense.
They just like swing their neck.
Yes.
They just neck each other.
Yeah.
Insert clip, Wade.
What the heck? We're not doing this. It's like, you know when you're in a skate park and the guy goes, give me some neck.
I don't know that.
I've never
I'm
been
not
to a
on
skate
park.
park.
Are you guys do? Okay,
I've never been to a skate park.
It's 2 in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways.
Oh, also, who has the best beach shirt? Tell us what you think. Okay.
Thank you. Elephants as well.
I think they could be dinosaurs. Here's why. Let me tell you. Number 1, the skin. No other animal looks like that. Number 2, the size. No other animal is that big. Number 3, why are their ears so big? They don't need ears that big. Also, the snout, unnecessary. It's like it has a penis on its face.
That's. Do you think elephants have
You know what else?
snout kinks? Like the
Like-
girl elephants are like, wow, that's
Yeah, he's got a long-
That's
Oh,
that's
like-
a nice
like-
snout.
His
Yeah.
curves like up to the right.
Yeah. Like,
But the girls also do.
yeah, that's what's.
Oh yeah.
It's like a nose.
I was trying to the big ears. When you said big ears, I had a great grandma who we called banana ears because she had
Oh, that's classic.
ears literally that touched her shoulder.
Wow, they were.
I'm not
droopy.
even joking. Her earlobes were droopy.
Did they go with age,
Yeah,
or were they always like
because
that?
you know your ears never stop growing.
Really?
I think. I mean, why else? She was like 97.
I'm gonna look that one
Please
up.
look that up.
You
But
can keep
anyways,
talking.
yeah. You think elephants are dinosaurs, Gunnar?
Well, you got to think woolly mammoths were a thing.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna
So, I could say that their genetics are probably from a long time ago.
say. Yeah, I would say elephants definitely.
They also say chickens are dinosaurs.
Seriously?
Yeah, they say that the chicken is the closest thing to a dinosaur that we have.
Ah, I got it. It says our noses and ears do get bigger, but it's not because they're growing. It's because of gravity.
Yes, because
So-
they're cartilage.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That surprisingly makes.
A lot of
A
sense.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was 90, I think. I remember going to her 95th birthday, and a couple years later, deceased
Of course.
because
Awkward.
of the ears.
I heard someone say that a baby's eyes are the same size as the eyes of a full-grown person. Think about it. A baby's head, their eyes are huge. But our head, our eyes look so small. It's because the eyes didn't get any bigger.
I believe it.
I would believe it as well.
That's crazy. One thing that we did want to do today
Yeah.
was this new game. Wade, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, this game is called We're Not Really Strangers. And I know there's a bunch of people listening that have played this game, and it's awesome. We're Not Really Strangers,
Yeah.
we're big advocates for it. They're going to sponsor us soon.
Yeah, we actually just emailed them.
And we literally one day, we have like 6 listeners through this podcast. We just started. And we were like, let's email this pretty fairly sized company.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
I saw their stuff in Target today.
Yeah. And it was like, we just emailed and said, hey, you want to sponsor a person that has no monetary value to their
Yeah,
name?
and we said, you'll get nothing out of this, but it will be cool.
But they have not written back yet,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
So basically, the way that this game works is that there are 3 levels of cards, and we're going to use this game to essentially interview Gunnar as our guest.
Mm-hmm.
Level 1 is very base level questions for getting to know someone about, like, you know, something simple like what type of restaurants you like to eat at, or some embarrassing stories, or something.
If you're into guys or girls.
Yeah, or both, or all 3.
Or bestiality.
That's the 3rd. Level 2, deeper questions, your feelings, something that you may not even know about yourself yet.
If you're socially
wow.
awkward, tough game to play with the crowd.
Very. Now, level 3 is about reflecting on the game. So we're not going to do that today because we're not actually playing the
We're
game.
doing like 2 or 3 questions
yes.
probably.
So, why don't we just do it?
Dive right in.
You can dive right in.
Level 1.
Level 1. Go from the top.
Go from the top.
You go
Okay,
from the
got it.
top.
All right. It says, "Who do you think is my celebrity crush?"
Oh.
So we guess for Gunnar.
We're answering for him because this is a first impressions game.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. Also, I'd like to say this is my celebrity crush,
Okay.
Tom Holland.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's fair. I'm going to go with Nicole Kidman.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm kidding.
Is that like a Power Ranger?
She's just a random girl.
She's
She's
in
a-
high school.
No.
Oh.
She's actually a famous person. She's just like not attractive, and no one's ever said that that's their celebrity crush. I think you look like a Selena Gomez type of guy.
Okay. I'll have to go with Zendaya.
Oh.
Day one Zendaya guy.
Day one's and day
Now
one.
why? Tell us about it. Oh, he said Tom Holland.
I was should we?
Awkward.
Oh. That is
Okay,
awkward.
so the crush started obviously for most people when she was on Shake It Up, the
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
show. Yes, her and Bella Thorne. From there on, she just has a very sweet personality.
Very
Very-
tender.
Yes, very
Mild.
very humble girl.
Very.
but very powerful too. You know what I'm saying?
So if
humility.
she was,
Yes.
if
She's
she was,
essentially Ramses.
Of course.
if she was a, what's the thing? Hot wings flavor or a wings flavor. Would she be sweet honey barbecue?
Yes, of course. Or maybe like
Sweet and spicy.
sweet and spicy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the Chinese flavor.
with the Chinese. I was.
Don't cancel me.
I was. I was going to respond to that, but I didn't even get what you were saying.
I think Chick-fil-A also does, so I guess white
Yeah, they
people
have-
do that
yeah.
also.
Yeah. But, anyways, Zendaya, that's a good one. That's a popular one.
That's a good one,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you.
How much another card?
Okay. Are we still level 1?
Yes, still
Okay.
go to level 1.
Okay.
Let's keep
The
it going.
next one is, what fast food restaurant do you think I'm most likely to drive through? And what's my order?
Oh boy.
I mean, I probably know this, but we'll let Zach speak. Go first.
You're going to Popeyes. You're getting a Popeyes chicken sandwich, you're getting a biscuit, and you're getting a sweet tea.
Okay. We don't have a Popeyes, so that's tough.
Then you're going to...
You've already lost.
I lost.
Yeah,
It's okay.
You can get off the
Sorry.
I'm
podcast.
sorry, that's a
Popeyes is
that's
good
a
though. Popeyes is good.
good menu.
I would
option.
like to say McDonald's.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's your favorite, but I'd say it's a classic.
That's true.
A little 20-piecer,
That's it?
a little McDouble,
There you go.
and a little fries.
There you go.
I would say that is mostly correct. I probably wouldn't get 20 nugs in a
Okay,
burger,
yeah.
but like 10-piece chicken nug with some barbecue,
Yeah.
fries, maybe throw in a sandwich if I'm feeling.
Frosty?
Frosty at McDonald's?
I like the M&M McFlurries a lot.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Don't
One thing
cancel
that
me.
everybody needs to do at a drive-through place is drive through and just roll down your window and see how long you can not say anything until someone gets really bad.
So we had a funny story happen to us of people actually driving by and saying things to us
Yeah.
last night.
Was that last night?
Yeah.
Gunnar, do you want to tell us about that?
So, I got here and I was hungry and Wade suggested, hey, let's go to the old Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes away, but Wade made a wrong turn and it turned out to be about 40. I don't know.
It was
something.
bad. It
Long
was
drive.
not one of my greatest moments.
We're walking in. These 3 girls are walking out. I mean, nothing said. We just, politely let them
Walk
pass.
past a few
Yeah.
other people as well.
Yeah, we go in, put our name in, and they're like, okay, it's going to be 30 minutes. And there's a TJ Maxx about, quarter mile. Maybe not even.
Approximately.
It was like 100 yards. away.
Approximately 230 yards.
Okay.
You're a golfer.
That's fair, yeah.
You should know that.
We start walking to TJ Maxx. It's freezing cold. And we hear this girl just start yelling and says, hey, I'm single and it's my 18th birthday.
She was in a car about 147 yards away.
And just yelling at it.
Yeah.
So,
Are you single?
yeah, she's yelling, are you single? It's my 18th birthday. I just turned 18. I was with the group. This is Wayne talking, of course. I was with a group of 3 taken men. Gunnar, girlfriend of 3 years. Saxby, girlfriend of 1 year. Caleb, don't know how long. Girlfriend, don't know how long. But obviously I turned and yelled, yeah! And then
Because
everybody...
Wade is super available.
And,
And he is really emotionally ready to date. Anyone out there?
and everybody's pointing at me and saying, yeah. It didn't register that she just turned 18.
No,
It was
didn't
kind of like
realize that was her birthday.
and we also
Yeah.
realized afterwards we were getting catcalled.
Yes.
And we were literally getting catcalled. But what happened was we were yelling and they were yelling back like, are you single? Yes. Are you 18? Yes. We're
And then
actually
they just-
19.
Then they just kept driving for a little bit.
And then they turned around.
The car turned around
180 degrees,
into the parking lot.
right back at us.
And what we come to find out is that it was actually the girls that were walking out of Texas Roadhouse.
Full
Mind blown.
circle.
And then they pulled up and they said, "Hey, guy in the green jacket,
Which was
Saxby.
are you 18?"
And single, of course.
And implying single. So I got singled out. They kind of just ignored my
Everybody.
friend Wade, so I was
No,
pretty
well,
upset.
then afterwards we were like,
I couldn't care less about if they ignored Caleb and Gunner. I needed Wade to get some.
Of
Well,
course.
some
We
action.
were. I was just standing there.
I
freezing.
needed. I was about to slash their tires.
Very
But
angry.
Wade quickly hopped on the case and said, "No, he's taken."
and they make this seem so. I literally didn't say anything. I just said, yeah, he's taken. And then
Wade was very heroic with his actions. And then I said, "Wade's single," and they just didn't really respond.
They kind of blew it off.
Yeah.
It was stuff.
well, they were also in high school.
Yeah.
They were in
in
high
high school.
So kind of a
And
little.
the
Don't wanna
balls
catch
on this
case.
lady.
Oh.
It was impressive.
She
Yeah.
screamed at 4. I would say we look kind of
I
older.
mean, we
relatively
did walk
older.
past them. We look like children. Look at us right now.
We are wearing
yeah.
Beach shirts.
But still,
But Gunners.
4 kind of
I guess
beefy
so.
dudes a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're trimming down, Wade. You look good.
I've been running, so.
Yeah.
But I think that's crazy. Also, what happened today is, I think I got sex botted.
But more important, we got cackle.
We got cackle.
Yeah, there you go.
Today, this random chick follows me on Instagram. This has had to happen to people. Follow back in her bio. God first. A Bible verse. Jesus loves everyone.
That's how they get you.
And then she was like, she was DMing and stuff. I was driving. Gunner was DMing, acting like it was me because it was funny.
It was. I was.
Is Gunner your wingman?
Gunner is probably my wingman.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But anyways, eventually it gives Snapchat. Get a Snapchat with Gunner, obviously. I'm driving on the icy roads. And within like 30
Right
seconds.
out of the gate.
Right out of the gate, she says, I'm hopping in the shower.
Kind of horns right now.
Kind of horny right now. You want to exchange pics?
And I said, I don't
On
think.
Instagram.
No,
Oh,
this
on-
was on Snapchat.
now.
Oh, she switched over.
Yeah.
Slyer, more
Yeah.
effective method.
Okay.
for
Yes.
Clearly,
Nude exchange.
Of course.
Clearly a scam.
Oh, clear. But at this.
How'd you know?
Well, she didn't have any posts on Instagram.
Or she wasn't tagged in anything. And the first picture that she sent on Snapchat did
Wasn't-
not match her Instagram profile picture
No.
at
Oh.
all.
I mean, like the one in.
What if she's the girl that puts her friend as her Instagram profile picture?
But it was so weird. But yeah. I don't
Did
know.
you send her anything?
I did not send her any
We sent
nudes.
her a picture of Wade driving with both of his thumbs up.
Were you smiling or frowning?
Smiling, of course.
It would have been funny if you were frowning and thumbs down.
I should now in recollection I should. That would have been but no, and then
In
she just
hindsight. Is
in
the proper
hindsight.
way to go.
and then she just responded like, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, and then it just kind of dried up from there.
Yeah, it's,
and
nothing's happening.
and then
It
it was just. Moral of the story is: should women be allowed to do that? Without
At the end
getting
of the-
No.
without getting canceled. If a man
Here's
were
what
to
we-
do
okay,
that, if a man were to
okay.
do that,
Men do that all the time.
no, I'm saying catcalled and
Oh,
add someone and just right out of the gate. Hey,
nudes.
nudes.
So we're talking equality and we're talking chivalry right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking, is it okay for women to do what men cannot do?
Which let's say this real fast. A lot of men do this.
Yeah.
But we're saying it should be equal.
Yeah. I mean, I remember my girlfriend and I used to be just great friends. We were best friends. Senior
And you
year of
started
high school.
catcalling her.
Did not do that. But I remember, like, she added some guy in Snap back when we were friends. Some guy from our high school. Opened it up. Completely erect penis. Now, there is zero, like, context. This is a guy we know.
I mean, that's just.
This is a freshly added person. Like, this is not, like, sketch person to add. Like, he literally lives in my neighborhood. I grew up playing in a creek with him. And
He
then
wasn't playing in the creek. He was playing the long game.
long game.
Literally.
And
pun intended.
Maybe
so,
not.
I mean, I think
Maybe not. We don't know.
men do this.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's terrible.
I think it
Bad
should
on
just be
both
canceled.
parts.
I don't know what they're hoping for.
Snapchat should have a filter that if someone's trying to do that, it just like blurs it out or makes
It turns into a face
yeah, it turns into a face or something.
automatically.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, I think chivalry's a big thing that our society's kind of letting go of.
Of
Like
course.
holding the door
I make it a goal to hold the door for people.
every
Of
time,
course.
no matter who.
No matter
Like,
what gender either. It
Yeah.
just, if you're in front of someone and they're right behind you, hold the door for them. Give them a smile. They appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wade, we had a little incident the other day with Jake King.
Oh yeah. Jake King and I were walking into Samuel Morse, the dorm we live in at Taylor University, if anyone doesn't know. I had opened the door for everyone, and Jake was slightly lagging behind.
I opened the second door. That's all that mattered.
But Jake and I are both chivalrous men.
Very.
We think we're gentlemen. Try to be respectful. Neither of us were going in that door first. We were going to let the other one go in first. Long story short, we stood out in the cold, -10 degrees for about 10 minutes.
It was 7 degrees. Feels like -10.
I like to say -10 feels like -30.
That's about right.
Yeah. But yeah, it was good.
It was very funny. I came back to the room. I got changed. I started doing homework. I turned on a show. And then about 5 minutes later, Wade came up and he said, I won.
Yeah, something about me, I'm very stubborn. I think Gunnar can tell you that.
Yeah, Wade has always been a very determined fella, is a better way to put it. Yeah, I've known him a long time. A lot of funny stuff has happened with Wade.
Yeah.
If we want to, would you guys like to know a couple funny stories about Wade?
I think we would love that. I don't know where this is going, but I think we would absolutely.
I would love that. I don't
know if I
you're
would.
gonna love
It
it.
depends on what's. I'm thinking some stories are running through my head, but we'll see.
So, the one I'm thinking of right now, we were at Milligan College for Wade's parents' reunion, I think, correct?
College reunion.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Yeah. I know where you're going with this. I think.
And this is kind of a funny story about me, but
Oh
Wade,
my.
Wade was there and made it really funny. So I don't remember the day. All I remember is me and Wade had our own hotel room. It was nice. We were watching the World Series.
Yes.
And my girlfriend at the time, I didn't really like her anymore. So I was talking about it with Wade on the trail while we were hiking, and I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna break up with her. And the day went on, it progressed, and I broke up with her over text. Okay,
That's low.
I know. It was.
We were just talking about how men are rough sometimes, and that's an example. I think most people have been there.
Yeah. I was in Tennessee. She was like 5 hours away. It happens. It was on the mind. So we get to going to bed. You know, the World Series is wrapping up, even though it went into.
It was actually the longest
Well,
World
yeah.
Series game in history.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like.
You should be proud that you
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
We stayed-
It was a long
Just
time.
this story is just
And
good.
I receive a call from my ex now because I had broke up with her, and she was just distraught, actually.
Because you broke up with her over text.
Yes. Well, just because I broke up with her in
She
general.
was destroyed.
Yes, it was. I don't know
How long did you guys date? 2 months?
if that. I don't know. And I won't say her name. Obviously, that's probably rude. But
Give her a code name so we can.
all right, we'll call her
Aardvark. I'm gonna sign the code.
Aardvark. Alrighty. So Aardvark was distraught. She couldn't talk really. It was just crying. It was very awkward. We were trying to watch the World Series game, and the World Series game got over, and she hung up the phone. All of her friends were texting me, and they said, "Oh, well, she's gonna have to go to the ER." Because she's, I guess, having a panic attack. So I said, okay. And they said, will you just please call her to calm her down? So I call her. She's crying. I put her on mute so me and Wade can watch Vine compilations on YouTube.
Obviously.
But the weird thing was I was talking to her on Snapchat, and I had my phone plugged into the TV, and it said I was screen recording the call. And so then we had this big dilemma going on, and it was just probably one of the weirdest times of my life, because me and Wade were watching Vine compilations while...
Your girlfriend was crying. Aardvark was crying on the phone.
Yeah, and she ended up going to the hospital. I guess she had a
no.
panic attack. And
You sent a girl to the hospital.
Because she broke up. It was literally a broken heart. I'm sorry to jump in, but this is insane. I don't know if people are wrapping their head around this. He broke up with a girl. She had a panic attack.
So bad.
So bad, she went to the ER because her heart was messed up. She literally had a broken heart because of our boy Gunner here.
I guess...
Dude, you're a lovable boy.
I guess. And I really don't know how this wraps into... I just... It's one of my most fond memories with Wade, just hiking on the trail and just that night being so funny.
It was
In a terrible way.
It was a terrible experience, but the moment that we realized the entire time we were screen recording the conversation,
It was...
Oh, was she really upset about that?
It was too late.
her friends
so
texted.
much
Was bad.
Yeah, it was a mess.
I don't even know if explaining this story is how. I don't know. Is it as crazy as we think it seems?
It sounds pretty funny. I think that you could have used a little bit more verbiage.
I'm sorry.
Zach's is a huge verbiage guy.
I like vocabulary.
He has a great vocabulary. I
Thanks.
understand.
But yeah, that is a hilarious story.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got an idea.
Let's hear it.
In between stories, should we get a level 2 card in there?
Let's do
Absolutely.
it.
We're not really strangers.
We're not
Connection
really
level
strangers.
2.
Connection.
Shout out.
How would you describe the feeling of being in love in one?
What?
Let's see. How appropriate.
What's your girlfriend's name?
My girlfriend's name is JD. She is a great girlfriend. We've been dating for a little over 3 years, so pretty serious relationship. She's everything I could ask for, so
That's what we love to hear.
yeah.
What
So,
is one word you'd use to describe that?
perfect?
Wow.
That is the word I was going to use the other night
When we played the same
when we
game.
played the same game. It's almost like we've been friends for 16.
I used the word content.
Content. That's
That's a
good word.
great word. That would probably be the word that she would use. She likes that word.
I like it too.
Yeah. But yeah. Do you have any other good stories?
I could tell you guys a story of how me and Wade met.
Oh,
Okay.
This is a good one.
I'd love to hear it.
Okay, so we were at K4. I forget what the actual
We
school name
went to
was.
this some preschool when there was. How old were we?
I don't know, probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 or 4. But there were also like 6th and 7th graders.
Yeah,
there,
it
too.
was like a elementary school, preschool type deal. Anyway, so Wade, Bryson, I think Reese,
a bunch of guys.
a bunch of guys that we're friends with now are playing kickball with the older kids, and basically I wasn't friends with any of them yet, and good old Wade came over to me while I was sitting down and said, "Hey, you want to play kickball with us?"
You're so inclusive.
The classic. Hey, you want to come play this game? It was like we were in a movie.
In
Yeah.
a movie, you're the good guy.
And from then on, later on in the year, maintenance had to come because Wade got his head stuck in the monkey bars. Actually, that's
classic.
classic Wade. Yeah. So that's where our friendship began at the preschool.
Yeah.
I do have to ask, Wade. I'm assuming you were the pitcher in kickball, or you were the first baseman.
Yeah.
Something important.
Yeah. The question is, if you were the pitcher, were you the guy that was throwing the bouncers or the spin balls?
Spinballs.
Spin balls.
I'm probably the most competitive guy I know.
I would agree.
I think that if you wanted to, like, there's times where you don't really care.
Yeah, there's
so
times
much.
where like if I read the room and I'm like,
You just don't really care.
yeah.
But I think that if you're in a situation where you needed to be competitive, or wanted to be, I would fully agree with that.
Yeah,
or
I
if
think-
someone challenges you.
Yeah.
Like, actually challenges you.
Yeah.
Like,
I-
Dead
jokingly,
serious. Like, I'm better than you at basketball, and I'm
Like-
dead serious.
I would go play right now at 2:30 in the morning.
And I would get destroyed because I actually suck at basketball.
That's probably my most toxic trait. Is because people could tell me, I don't think you could do this. I would have to go do it.
So, I think that I was the exact same way up until this summer. And then I met this kid named Connor Fritz. He's like my best friend in the world, changed my life. And he basically, I didn't really see it as a problem because I was like, it's just fun.
Yeah.
Because in my family, in order to have fun, you have to win. If you lose, there's an argument
I think-
about how you should have won.
Yeah, I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of times for that, but also like you were saying, I think there's times where we have to turn it
Yeah.
off.
But what Connor told me was, he was like, you have to be able to have fun and lose.
Yeah.
And I think that at the end of the day, that's what's important, is if you can control it to a point, the competitiveness, that you can be competitive when you need to be, but then play a game of ping pong with a bunch of girls and not need to destroy them. To prove a point.
Are you saying that girls are bad at ping pong?
Yeah. But
I can confirm.
that's what's important, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I
Of
think
course.
we had a sign in our 6th grade elementary PE room that said, if you had fun, you won. I hated that sign.
Because you won and you
'Cause-
did have fun.
I won and I had fun, but
if
when
you
I lost,
you did
you
not.
did.
I used to not be able to have fun. But I think now, I've matured a little bit. When I turn it on, there's no way I'll have fun if I lose. But if I'm just playing basketball with the boys and we're just hanging out, I have
Casual.
fun no matter what.
Yeah.
And it's a good life lesson.
Of course.
Yeah. So, do you think Atlantis was real?
What a segue.
Just want to say, back to animals. Is Atlantis with animals?
I think it was people,
I think
places,
it was
things.
like a city underwater.
Oh my gosh, Atlantic City. I know exactly what this is.
Like, they represented it in SpongeBob, I think. They did a little episode on that.
Yes.
Yeah, so here's the first theory. Atlantis was a mid-Atlantic continent that was suddenly sunk into the ocean.
Oh, you've done research on this.
Obviously.
So,
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
So that's clearly a possible theory.
Okay.
That
Another
makes
possible theory is that Atlantis was swallowed up by the Bermuda Triangle. That's most likely.
I would think no one knows what happens in the
Ever?
I think I just found a new goal.
Find a
Survive.
What if we go
Survive
to
the
Bermuda?
Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, that's good too.
24 hours.
Fly a whole plane through the Bermuda Triangle.
A
That's
whole
not
like
possible.
through the triangle
Oh,
or like
no, like you have to fly a whole plane and keep it whole through the whole thing.
oh yeah. easily.
Amelia Earhart didn't do it.
Wow.
Neither did Helen Keller.
She's not real though.
Yeah.
Fake. Well, I think she's a real person.
You just watched episode 3.
Atlantis was Antarctica. That's theory number 3.
Okay.
That's not as good.
I don't
No, I
like
don't
that
like
theory.
that.
The story of Atlantis was a mythical retelling of the Black Sea Flood.
No, it's cap.
I
that's
don't
not
even know
true.
what a Black Sea flood is.
Atlantis is the
It's
story
racist
of
to
the
me.
Minoan civilization which flourished in the Greek islands circa 2500 to 1600 BC. That sounds too real. Atlantis didn't exist at all. Plato invented it. Okay.
Okay.
That's a boring.
So basically, for everyone listening,
What if we made
Atlantis
up our own
was
theory?
swallowed by the Bermuda
Oh.
Triangle.
Like we're all men of God right here. What if obviously Noah and the Ark and the flood? What if we take it was swallowed up by water? Maybe.
What if Noah's flood and God swallowed Atlantis?
Hey,
That could.
They were such sinners that they got covered by water
because they were worshiping
like-
false gods.
They were worshiping Aquaman.
and fish.
Fish are the Satan of the world.
What about mermaids?
Satan.
They're hot.
What if it was a hot mermaid? Would you kiss her?
Kiss her, then call her Satan.
But what about the ones that would?
I'd have to kiss her and then repent
Ooh.
afterwards.
I would literally sirens.
I would have.
Yes, ancient
I would
mythology.
have to kiss a siren and then go and repent.
Wade,
They would
were you familiar
Suck you
with the
in.
story of the sailors would be sailing their ships?
Yes, I am.
And the sirens would
I've-
call them in, and then
I've
they
read the Odyssey.
to have sex with them. And then instead of having sex with them, they
they'd kill them.
And kill him.
And
Yeah.
for the visual listeners, that was a stabbing.
Mhm. Audio listeners.
For the audio
Watchers. Yeah, okay, awesome. But yeah, I've read the Odyssey, the sirens.
Did you really?
We had read it, watched it, same thing, right?
That's awesome.
But yeah, fish just, I hate them.
That's a cool thing.
Speaking of fish,
What about them?
aquariums and zoos. I use the term speaking of.
Again,
Jake-
I thought about it. I was gonna bring it up later and tell you.
Jake King listened to our podcast, lovely guy, we talk about him a lot. Told me I use the transition speaking of a lot. Which I don't know if I do.
We
I
should
know
make
I
a
use it
meme.
once or twice. But if I ever use it again, someone shoot me.
You're gonna pull up Twitter, and it's just gonna be Wade. It's gonna be like, Speaking of,
Every time there's a quote from Wade, it's just speaking of before it.
So speaking of, no, I'm kidding, but no. Do you think aquariums and zoos are helpful or hurtful?
It depends.
I'm obsessed with aquariums. Good date, good prom location,
Prom?
super awesome.
You
Our
had-
high school had a prom at the aquarium.
Were you there?
No,
Oh, okay.
I wish. That was the year when I was a sophomore. No girl asked me that I was a junior.
Dang.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
tough.
You know how it goes.
Couldn't be me. It was.
Also, it was me. Yeah.
My
Right.
brother
Brothers.
too.
Yeah, that's
It
how it
happens a
goes.
lot, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you
except
think
for me?
zoos should be canceled?
But they take good care of the animals. Some
in
of them.
America.
What about Harambe? Harambe is
I don't
from
think Harambe-
my home zoo.
I don't think
Actually-
Harambe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
from
don't think
Cincinnati.
Harambe did anything bad.
I actually saw Harambe in person. I knew Harambe on a
Personal
one-on-one
level?
intentional.
Were you the
personal
kid
level.
that
Were you the
got
kid
Harambe
that-
killed?
Was not.
Oh, did you know the kid?
No.
I think if you were the kid that got Harambe killed, I would have moved out.
Yeah, I remember going to a FC Cincinnati game back when they were in the minor soccer league before they're in the major one.
Yeah.
And they were playing a big game. They were playing the Columbus Crew, and we went to that game because FCC is huge in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, even when they're in the minor league. The Columbus Columbus Crew fans came down with signs that said FCC killed Harambe, and everyone had them.
Yeah, that's.
It was intimidating.
Is that 2016?
16? I think it's 2016.
I think 2016.
Maybe 15 into 16.
Was that the year of the dab?
Oh,
I think so. I don't know.
I think that was.
Or was that Whippin' Nene?
I think it was Whippin' Nene.
It was all a fever dream.
I don't.
When was When was this? Was
The
2018?
dab, the Whip Nene, the Woe, the Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake was like way longer. That was like 2008.
Yeah, Harlem Shake was when we were in 4th grade because we did the videos.
Yeah, we were in 4th grade.
Yeah.
These are some crazy things in our past.
What about the Gangnam Style guy?
Gangnam Style.
By
Hey,
PSI.
it's his name.
Oh.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah,
That was
What a
fun.
what a bop.
That's fun. I don't know. End it there. Keep going.
I think we keep talking. Gunnar, let's do one more question to end it.
Okay.
Let's do a level 1 question.
Level 1.
I think we do that.
Level 1, not level 2.
Level 1.
Okay.
That's the same one.
You already did that. You put it back on top.
My bad.
It's okay.
What do you think is the hardest part of what I do for a living?
Okay, what do you do for a living?
Well, I mean, I go to college technically, but my family owns a concrete business.
Pause. We got this from here.
I know what it is.
Immediately off the bat, inheriting your father's business has got to be so stressful. It's like dentistry.
Yeah. I know what it is.
What is it?
Moving 2 tons of rebar.
That's probably so difficult.
There was one day
Did you have
where
to do that with
no Gunner had to move 2 tons of rebar,
Well, yeah.
and
By hand? or by tractor?
he talked about it for like
Hand.
a week. It's a pretty big feat. 4,000 pounds of metal,
Steel.
steel.
Rusty steel.
But anytime you talk about his job now, you mess with him and say,
Yeah.
"Oh, you still moving 2 tons of rebar around?"
because he talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
well,
for like a week.
I was probably what? We were probably like, I was probably like a sophomore.
Yeah.
And
That's a big achievement for a sophomore.
yeah, and so I get into work that day, and we have a big rebar order for, they're building a jail in Terre Haute, I am pretty sure. And for the foundation, they needed,
2 tons.
They needed-
of rebar.
yeah, but they needed it cut, and we have a rebar cutter. So obviously I took the forklift, I picked up a bundle
You
of
did
rebar.
use a tractor.
There's more.
Tractor.
There's more. I pick it up, put it on the machine, and I physically move like 3-4 steel rebar pieces at a time. They're 20 foot in length, and I think they needed like, I don't remember exactly, but I think they needed like 5 footers, but of 2 ton.
That's
So
about to the ground.
Of course.
For our
for our
Visual listeners.
visual listeners.
For our audio watchers, just get out a ruler or something.
Just put
if
5.
you're in a different country and don't use the US
This
That's about 1.5 meters.
yeah, something like that.
1.25 centimeters are in an inch.
It's 2.54 centimeters in an inch.
Wow. I actually might.
What's about 30 centimeters in a foot?
I'm actually disappointed that I didn't get that right.
30 times 150 centimeters. So exactly, yeah, 1.5 meters.
Yeah,
That's exactly
good job.
right. Yeah. For all of our Asian listeners,
Or any other
Or
country.
any other country in the world.
specifically Asian.
Okay, that's fair.
Anyway, so I moved all that by hand because I was the young one at work, so I just did the crappy jobs, you know.
Like you're a freshman.
Yeah, pretty much. All the other
Yeah.
guys didn't want to do it, so you're
A freshman.
a freshman. Go cut the rebar. So I sat in there all day, you know, have the headphones in, and it was terrible. It was hot. I mean, probably a good 90 degrees plus.
Feels like 104.
Of course.
Probably 6.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, and I mean, I obviously wasn't in one go. If I could lift 2 ton of rebar in one go, that'd be pretty crazy. I think I'd probably beat a record of some sort.
But yeah, that's a funny story to tell.
Good story.
Before we end it,
Yes.
what if we do one more card?
Okay.
A level 2 connection.
All right.
Just
what
that
do we
way-
wanna do? For Gunner or for us?
How about we all do one?
Let's all do one. Let's all grab one.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
I'm not doing.
You're doing it. I'll go first. When you're asked, how are you? How often do you answer truthfully? That's a good question. I think that, honestly, most of the time people ask me how I am when I say, all right. I usually am all right because I'm not usually excellent. I'm not usually extraordinary. I'm not usually outlandishly amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually bad, like poop. I'm usually all right.
Mine says, what is the last thing you lied to your mother about?
Oh, please tell us.
I don't lie to my mother often.
But when I do.
But when you do,
Most of the time, I just say something that's true that has no relation. Like, for example, I was late to class. I would say to my professor, wow, the trains take forever. They agree. I wasn't late because of a train. I just said that trains take forever. That's kind of an
so
example.
it's a half truth.
Yeah, I'm telling the truth, just not about the situation.
I watched a video about how half truth is a lie.
Okay, well, then that's a lie then.
Okay, so when's the last time you told your mother a half truth and about what?
I'm trying to think. I lied about how much I owed for college because I was being dramatic. So I made it seem like I owed a lot more money to get her to feel bad for me for some reason.
And maybe she would pay it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and she didn't end up feeling bad at all, and it actually ended up being not that much money. So I guess that was a lie. I mean, I don't really lie. I'm kind of an open book. I don't lie to my
Not really a liar.
No, I don't. I mean,
I'm a big liar.
Really?
That was a lie.
Wow.
that's like a
Very
paradox.
No, I didn't know if you were a liar to your parents.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't lie to my parents really either. I mean,
I don't think you lied to me, but then again, how would I know?
Yeah. I guess we're getting deep here. What is your first love's name and the reason you fell in love with him/her?
wow,
Name.
this could get juicy.
Do we name drop?
We are not really strangers.
Do we name drop?
100%.
Of course.
My first love's name was Regina, and the reason I fell in love with her, not him. If it was a him, that'd be hilarious.
That would
I don't
be.
know. I was trying to think of a funny joke to say, but I don't know. Great
You
gal.
Because her dad owned a Mexican
Her
restaurant.
dad owned a
That's why you
Mexican
fell in love.
restaurant.
You do know. Be honest. Why'd you fall?
I was a great gal, great personality, beautiful lady. Sweat my heart away, then broke it. But now we're here and we're living life.
And you're single.
And it's so emotionally ready to mingle.
That was good. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Yeah, 2 great wingmen, and it makes it super awkward sometimes.
It's alright.
I'm
Especially when you get
always a
catcalled in the
wingman.
TJ Maxx
Yeah.
parking lot.
But you're a drummer. You're a musician. Drop a beat. Good episode. We had a guest on, and now it's coming to a close. Play the new game, and we're getting the sponsor for them hoes. Well, I said hoes on the podcast. Boom! That's the Wayne and Saxby Show. Don't know what just happened.
Signing out.
Thank you, everybody. Give us some feedback.
All right.
Love you guys. See ya.
Peace.